Hi guys. No long fancy fuck you intros here. I don't need to dig through the pile of fuck you songs to play on my channel. I'll just get right in it. Hello, Simon. Jonathan. Zero. Sergeant Blackrock. Captain Obvious. Rachel. Moonchild Pink. Pepper. Morning Glory. Steph's back up. Sunny Side. Kiki Ramblings. So let's just dig right in. Okay? 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 That's for Ashley 74. Okay, girl. Let's just dig right in here. Okay? We all knew Sin was a fucking psychopath. Okay? Um, Randy has just chosen to shove her down everybody's fucking throat for the last several years. See, over there in Randy's little hug box, when Sin would try to chew your fucking face off, you got reprimanded. You leave Sin alone. She's my sister. Huh. I'll be damned. Hey, Sweet Pea. Hey, Carla. So, let's get this straight. Okay, all of a sudden, this is coming out that Sin is a fucking psychopath. We've all known this. This is no big secret to us. Let me just tell you all, I went on my vacation. Let me just get this hobnobbing stuff right out of the way. Um, I went on vacation, loved the mountains, had a great time, always loved being around my family. There were some dangerous nuts that were falling from trees that actually hurt when they hit you in the head on the deck. But other than the fallen nuts, all was well. So, and we'll get more into the nut story. But right now, we've got another nut to deal with. And I'm not talking about Sin, I'm talking about fucking Randy. Because Sin's a psychopath. We get it. We got it a long time ago. Well, let's just say that if Wendy V hadn't brought it to the attention of folks, that screenshot of that troll account, this still wouldn't be talked about. Okay? Sin would still be Randy's sister. Now, the fuck shit that went on over on that panel today, Bam Bam, I don't know you that well. But let me tell you, Randy admitted that she backed away from you because she was led to believe that Sin had relapsed and you were saying, hey, Scream, why don't you take a link, you piece of shit? Because I saw your comments over there. Did your mother drop you on your fucking head when you were born? Either take a link or get the fuck out of my chat. I'm not a felon, you dumb cunt dick face. I'll show you my fucking criminal record. Oh, that's right. Your buddy Natasha Cooper has put it out there, hasn't she? And I'll talk about that in a little bit too. So Scream, unless you're going to take a fucking link, get the fuck out of my chat. Hey, Zero. So, back to the fuck shit going on over there. We're all supposed to be, oh, poor Randy, she really got played by Sin. No, 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 no. Not after this bitch has been cramming this psycho down our fucking throats for years. Every time somebody had something bad to say about Sin, because Sin is a fucking psychopath. All pathetic, yes, accounts. All pathetic troll accounts are Natclo. We We couldn't even go, and even when you supported Randy and them, you couldn't go in their little hug box and say one unkind word because Sin just bit your fucking head off. Right. One win still says, when we figured this out. Bitch, you didn't figure out anything. Wendy V did. Hey, Ash. So, Bam Bam, I don't know you that well, but you said you've been out of the drama for quite some time. Well, let me tell you something about the women that you're sitting up there hobnobbing with. Because you didn't get any grace from Randy, remember? You were written off as soon as Randy thought that you were sending narcotics through the mail. She didn't write B off when B sent Suboxone through the mail. She actually lied and covered for her. So you didn't get that grace, girl. Yeah, I know, Ash. I'll call you. And Naklo in the chat saying, after this, can we just quit talking about sin because it's hurting innocent people? Well, let me tell you something, Naklo. No, no, we can't. And I'll tell you why we can't. Because I don't give a fuck how you feel about Tiffany Marie. Randy and Wendy are the ones that started this bullshit. Right, whatever. Oh, damn. Y'all know I got brain fog from, well, probably just old age or nuts hitting me in the head on vacay. But, what was I just saying? I mean, I got a whole lot to say, but no, Natclo, no, we can't just quit talking about it because it's hurting innocent people. Because you see, Randy and One Win just started a snowball with Tiffany Marie and revenge porn. I don't give a fuck if you like Tiffany or not. There's enough to go at Tiffany Marie about than her body. And how many things have been spawned? How many lives have been spawned off of what Wendy and Randy did? Right, me too. Speak truth with love. So no, Natclo, we can't spare everybody's feelings. Now, I will say, for the ones who were truly hurt by sin, who sat in discords with her and has lost a child, and I do feel bad for you because I have been emotionally manipulated on this platform before by a woman who told me every other day she was going to take her magic pill and off herself. You see, I knew there was no magic pill, but what I didn't do is come live and drag her. That's what I didn't do. Because, see, she's a psychopath too. But what I did do is when I saw her going in, she got her settlement, her money. And when I saw her going into my haters' chats talking shit about me, I blocked the bitch. I didn't go live and cry and say, oh, I'm so heartbroken. I've been emotionally manipulated. And you know what I did when she PayPal'd me money? I sent it back because she's a psychopath, just like Sin. And she didn't do it just to me. This woman did it to Serendipity. She did it to Tawanda. She did it to Steph. She did it to a lot of people. But what we didn't do is we didn't go live and cry, poor us, because we were emotionally, hey, Catchroll, manipulated by somebody on YouTube. And for those who really had invested their hearts into sin, I'm sorry for you. I really am. But you know who I'm not sorry for? Is fucking Randy. Hey, deep cleaning with Jane, Cass, profiling. That's who I'm not sorry for. I don't give a fuck what Sin comes on here and says about Randy's children. You know why? because Randy don't give a fuck about what other people come on here and say about other people's children. Bam Bam, if you're listening, or this gets back to you. You know that woman you're sitting up there rubbing elbows with? You know, Natasha? Don't speak. Don't you dare tell a truth on her. Because you know that son that you're proud of, and by the way, you should be, and congratulations to him. But if you cross that woman's path, she will dig up his fucking past and she will splatter it all over fucking YouTube. So when Natasha's sitting up there saying, "Oh, sin almost got me," she almost got me because if there's one thing I care about, it's children. Really? Did you, Natasha, when you were dissecting fucking Gannon Stalk? Did you give a fuck about my fucking kid who has a disease? It's called addiction, bitch. So I don't give a fuck what sin comes out and says. That's right, Cat's Rule. They only care when it happens to them. They don't give a shit that somebody that they welcome into their fucking chat talks shit about TNT's kids, Steph's kids. They don't give a fuck. But don't say nothing about my kids, right, Randy? While you're sitting there dragging fucking Sin's kids into it. And again, make no mistake, Sin is a fucking psychopath. But everybody, oh, Randy even saying, I don't even feel safe. What? Sin, if you're listening, send Randy enough money to put bars on her fucking window to protect her from you. Okay. Okay. Because Randy's going to have her husband contact your husband to take care of what's going on YouTube. Okay. Exactly, profiling. And the thing is, Randy saw this red flag a long time ago. A long time ago. But she just let it go because money, honey. You want to tell Psycho Sin, Miss Sinister herself, to pack up the gifts that you've sent her? Nothing wrong with that. Maybe it'll cross in the mail. You pack up the gifts she sent you and the fucking cash she's laid on your ass and send it back to her. Hey, Kathy, clock the house. Right. That's what it sounded like, Cosmic. My daddy can beat up your daddy. This is fuck shit going on here. This is content for Randy. This ain't about having a broken fucking heart. And Randy, that's okay, but come out and fucking say it. Call it like it is. Fucking people over there. Oh, Randy, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry you were hurt like this. I'm sorry. Didn't we just go down this road with Diane? Yes, Kiki, there are husbands involved. They have vacation together. So now, Randy's husband's going to call Sin's husband, while Sin is sending pulled off the internet fucking cease and desist. It doesn't get any crazier than this. And they're rubbing elbows with the woman who gives no fucks about people's children. None. But let's everybody feel sorry because Sin might say something about Randy's kids. Get the fuck out of here. 9 million to 11 million reasons to lie. Exactly, Captain Obvious. And I'm telling you, and I mean it with every ounce of me. If Wendy V had not called out that fucking screenshot, this would not be going on right now. Oh yeah, Psycho Sin done sent a cease and desist while Randy's over there having a little chat battle with her. And then she's got this panel going on where Natasha acts like she gives a fuck about anybody's kids with the disease. You can't make this shit up, people. And again, for those who have really been affected by Sin's manipulation, I am sorry. I'm sorry that, well, number one, I'm sorry that any of you have ever experienced the loss of a child. But I'm just not buying this shit from Randy. I don't know Bam that well. I'm not blaming Wendy V. I'm giving Wendy V kudos. I'm saying the truth. If Wendy V had not have outed this, this would all have been swept under the rug. All of Sin psycho shit. Right. Wendy V for the fucking win. Nobody buying what Randy is selling. Well, there's a few of them over there. And can Randy and Wendy cease and desist? Oh, they can say whatever they want. Oh, one win is flat out giddy. Christmas came early for her. She slid into that number one spot there that Sin had. Yes, Wendy V absolutely gets the kudos for this. Because had she had not brought it to people's attention, none of this would be going on. Sin would still be a psycho, still doing psycho shit, and Randy would still be ignoring it. So trust me when I say. Exactly, Sheila. But Bam, for somebody that wants to stay out of the drama, let me just tell you something. You just jumped knee deep into it. Maybe unintentionally, but you did. So when that crowd over there starts giving a fuck about anybody else and their kids and their feelings and what they've been through with people, then don't even look at one of the 243 people in my fucking chat looking for fucking sympathy. Poor Randy. What are you afraid you're going to come home to a boiling rabbit, Randy? You helped create that fucking monster. Figure out how to take her down on your own. Right. The Def Leppard guy's going to sue Sin. Oh my God. Well, can I let you in on a little secret, Def Leppard guy? She ain't got no 11 mil. Well, I kind of questioned when she told me her son was the son of a Def Leppard band member. But then when I saw him and he looked just like his daddy, I was told to shush. Really, Randy? You kind of questioned that? Did you just kind of question that? Because if somebody that I call my sister tells me that they have a child by Ozzy Osbourne, I'm going to have to see some proof. Now, anybody on here I don't call anybody on here my sister because I don't have a relation. I have behind the scenes relationships with people, but not people, not like my sister. But I'm telling you straight up, if any one of my people, my supporters, my friends, hey, Madagascar, came to me and said, shh, shh, don't tell nobody, but my son is the biological child of Elvis. Don't tell nobody. I'm going to call bullshit, Randy. And that's why people over here are calling bullshit on you right now. I don't know, D. Lurkin. I don't know. Hey, Bomb. But see, I don't have no sympathy. I don't give a fuck what Sin comes on here and says about Randy's kids. Because Randy doesn't give a fuck about anybody else's kids. And quit with that bogus bullshit crying, One Wind. The lie detector just determined that Joe Elliott, you are the daddy. Give me a fucking break. Well, I thought it sounded weird. You think, Randy? Yeah, I know, Steph. Hey, Sarah. Well, Captain Obvious, I'm sorry. I really like you. But if you're going to come on here and tell me behind the scenes that you fucked Bon Jovi, you're going to have to show me a little bit of proof. And then when your son looks just like your husband, but you whisper to me, "Shh, don't say nothing. Don't tell him. Don't tell my husband that his son looks just like him because it's not his son. It's Bon Jovi's. Give me a fucking break." But funny how this never came to light. None of this ever dawned on Randy. None of this ever clicked with Randy until Wendy V pulls up a fucking obvious screenshot. All this sin shit never came to light. Hey, Artria. Until Wendy V. Praise the Wendy V. Because I am so glad Wendy V caught that. But don't think for 1 minute I'm not going to call out the fact that none of this was ever made. We're not talking just the troll accounts. But none of Psycho Sin's fuck shit was called out until Wendy V put out that screenshot. Wonder why that is. Because she's like your sister. Is that right, Randy? Sin was like my sister. I even let her ride my back while we was on vacay. In the name of love. And now I'm brokenhearted because my sister's a psychopath and my life is in danger. And she gonna talk about my children. I had no idea Sin was like this. But she's my sister. Get the fuck out of here. One Wind over there having a cow because Sean from ATV or ATX or whoever the fuck those people are told her to shut up. Shut up, One Wind. What do you mean a man can't talk to you that way? Fucking shut up. Sit down and shut your fat ass up. And don't you say a word about body shaming. You're a fat fucking cow. And don't you say a fucking word about body shaming, One Wind, after what you did to fucking Tiffany Marie. Fuck all the way off. And I don't care if you like Tiffany Marie or not. Well, profiling, I've just listened to this shit for fucking days now. And now you got Natasha Cooper in on it because Sin almost made me feel bad for her because she got a child with a disease. And I'm all about children. The fuck you are, Natasha. Tell that to Gannon's parents. You didn't give a fuck about what you were doing to my kid. He has a disease also. It's called addiction. Get the fuck out of here. And Bam Bam, you just made the worst fucking frenemy you could ever make in your fucking life. They can all get fucked. Exactly. And all that poor Randy over there in that chat. Fucking puke. You're all a bunch of pukes. Arteria, what it boils down to is Sin is a fucking psychopath, and we've always known it. But until Wendy V busted out that screenshot, fucking Randy kept sweeping her psychopath sister bullshit under the rug. And now Psychopath is sending Randy a cease and desist that she copied and pasted off the fucking internet. There you go. You're pretty caught up there, Ardria. But yet, everybody's supposed to have sympathy for Sandy because her heart hurts after she's been shoving this fucking psychopath down our throats for fucking years. Fuck off, Randy. And ain't nobody give a fuck what she comes on that psycho says about your kids. Because you don't give a fuck what that psycho sitting next to you on your fucking panel had to say about my kid. And you don't give a fuck what German dude, and yes, that is the first time I've called her German dude, and I will continue to call her that from here on out, says about other people's fucking kids on here. Fuck all the way off. All of you fucking pukes. Yeah, Kiki, it is wild as fuck. It's wild as fuck that Randy has known all this time that Sin is a fucking psychopath, but now all of a sudden it's a problem. Right, a cease and desist out of a box of Cracker Jacks. Sin, get the fuck out of here, man. You fucking nutcase. But I'll tell you what, Randy brought up your kids. Go ahead, bring up hers. Because they don't give a fuck about anybody else's kids. There's no rules on here anymore, remember? It only matters when it happens to them. Exactly. And like I said, I don't give a fuck how you feel about Tiffany Marie. I don't care. It doesn't matter what female that was. What Steph just fucking went through on this platform was for every female. And one win unraveled it in one fucking nasty ass live. I'm going to tell you right now, one ton. It's going to be a YouTube law that you cannot talk dirty because it is gross coming from your mouth. And that's right. She is one fucking ton to me from now on. Listen at her body shaming. One wind over there. Listen at her body shaming. Fuck you. Fuck you and the body shaming bullshit. You don't ever get to say that again. One fucking time. And listen, Tiffany Marie went in there starting shit. Tiffany went in there and said, called them scammers. I get it. But if 75% of the community didn't already feel that way, even the ones you're snuggled up with in Discord, Randy and one fucking ton, you want to come at Tiffany? Come at her. Go at her. You got plenty of shit to go at her about. But fucking what you did was gross. Fuck you, Tracey. Teresa. You want a link, Teresa? No, I'm not angry, Beth. I'm just calling out the bullshit. I'm not angry at all. She didn't make an apology, Lolo. That was no apology. That was not an apology to Tiffany Marie. That was an apology for anyone who thinks that one fuckaton is against throwing revenge porn in somebody's face because she doesn't want people to think that about her. I'm not angry at all. I was just laughing my ass off in Discord about all of this shit. I just say it with conviction. She didn't give no apology to Tiffany Marie. Go back and listen to it. As a matter of fact, after she covered her own ass for her own nasty fucking behavior, she turned around and told Tiffany Marie to go get fucked. Yeah, Sin and Sour Girl, they both saw the proof of the St. Jude shit. Yeah, sure they did. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. For days now. Poor Randy. She's so brokenhearted. Cindy's just broken her heart in two. Now she's in danger. Grab that video, Steph. I want to see what old Teresa, whatever the fuck her name is, what she's all about. Hey, Faye Ray. It's my hernia, bitch. You got a problem with it, you fucking retarded fuck? Ooh, Sin's gonna come in here and cry because I said retarded. I shouldn't have said that. I hate that word. I gotta take that back. I'm sorry, troll Faye Ray. I shouldn't have said that word. I even make other people say it when we're talking in Discord. I shouldn't have said that. But since Sour Girl and Sin have been the word police on here for how many years? Even what, a week or two ago? Hey, Mama Sammy. Even what was it? 2 weeks ago that Sin ran into Randy's chat and said, Brian called me a retard. No, he fucking didn't. And Randy fucking ran with it. Because, it's her sister. It's her psycho sister. And we got to believe her psycho sister. Because she's only been lying to Randy for how many fucking years now? Get the fuck out of here, people. Well, Captain Obvious, I fucking had it. 600, 700 people over there in that fucking chat believe in this bullshit. Falling for this shit. Did Randy check and see if Brian really did call Sin a retard? No, she just fucking ran with it. Because, Sin always tells the truth. Doesn't she, Randy? Just like she told you, her child was by a rock star. And, well, I thought it was kind of suspicious, but I really just didn't question it that much. Get the fuck out of here. Clowns. I ain't worried about Kimmy P. And the funny thing is everybody feels exactly, not everybody, but for the majority of the people feel exactly as I do right now. But because they hate me so much, they'll stay on that fucking hug box over there of poor Randy. Randy could have stopped so much heartache so long ago. But did she? Not until it caught up with her. Right, Ganja? And I do feel bad for those of you that were suckered in. But I don't feel bad for Randy because Randy has known this shit for a long fucking time. And she has let sin hurt people and did nothing to fucking stop it. I feel like sin is sick, very sick. So to do what was done today, in my opinion, went too far. Sad. To get NC involved, really. NC involved herself. Because, she almost fell for Sin's sad story about her sick child because she loves children and she can't handle a parent having a sick child. Didn't give a fuck about my son with the disease, did she? The fuck out of here. And like I said, Bam, take this as a warning. You just made the best fucking frenemy you can have. Because if you cross her, she will come for your son. But Randy and them won't have your back, Bam. Don't bank on Randy and Wendy having your back. Okay, they won't. Because it was just a week ago, NC was over there saying how hurt she was that her people was going into a chat like Randy's that was so mean to her. One fuckaton made herself the moral authority of this community, of the DC, when she went on Dr. fucking Phil over YouTube. And I love how she always plays that clip where Dr. Phil tells Sean to sit down or whatever. But she doesn't play what Dr. Phil said to her. Because Dr. Phil felt like she was as big a fucking nut as Sean and, truthfully, Trisha. So maybe we should clip that. Yes, Bombshell. They have now teamed up with NC. And I feel bad for Bam Ganja. I don't even know the woman, and I had sympathy for her story. But I'm sorry. Randy didn't have her fucking back when Sin did this shit to her. And I'm going to put it straight out there. You know why Randy didn't have her back? Because no offense, but Bam is just like me. She don't have a pot to piss in or a window to throw it fucking out of. But Sin had a little bit, and they thought more coming. That's why Randy didn't have Bam Bam's back. I don't care anymore about NC. She cut me at the fucking throat, and she can't hurt me anymore. I don't give a fuck what she says about me. I don't give a fuck what she says about my son. But she better learn. If she keeps going at my fucking son, I'm gonna start digging up some dead nephews and shit. She want to talk about me? She can fucking talk about me all she wants. But she didn't bother to leave my kid out of it. So spare me. Sin, Psycho Sin might talk about Randy's children. Oh, yeah, they thought that was real fucking funny, pushing that narrative with that carrot x-ray. Tracy, can you tell them when I said about Chance, remember that joke about a wig? I don't remember. Let's not talk about it, Republican Ash, until we talk about it behind the scenes, because I don't remember. Exactly. What's Sammy? What's right is right and what's wrong is wrong. Why does there have to be why can't it just be what it is? And I bit my fucking tongue through all of this shit up until the point that Randy claims she doesn't feel safe because um, her psycho sister, Sin, knows all of her information, knows everything about her, has been on vacation with her and shit. Now she doesn't feel safe. You didn't give a fuck about Bam Bam being safe, did you? You didn't give a fuck stopping that psycho bitch from going at anybody else now, did you? No, Republican Ash has never spoke ill, has never spoken bad about my son. And like I said, I talked to my son about what Natasha did. You know what he said? Let that bitch let her get her hustle on, Mom. That's exactly what he said. Because I was so upset. Yes, Jonathan, Randy's psycho sister, Sin, is now being thrown. No, nobody said that, Republican Ash. I was just telling people that you've never done that. Is all of a sudden now a problem. Even though Randy's known that she's a psycho for a long time now. But now all of a sudden, it's a problem. It didn't matter. Sin could have been behind the scenes hurting anybody. Anybody. And Randy would not have give a fuck until it landed in her own fucking lap. And I'm still not even sure what Sin did to her, other than trolled the shit out of her in a psycho kind of way. The whole time she was trolling herself with Randy, she was handing over the donos. Yeah, Chance ain't coming to this community. Chance thinks everybody, including his own mother, is nuts for what goes on YouTube. Exactly. Everyone knew there was something wrong with Sin. But until it lands in Randy's lap, nobody gave a fuck. Well, according to Randy and them, she said her son was dying. I don't know. And now Randy's done went and called her other son to confirm that he is not, in fact, dying. But they all felt sorry for her because they believed he was dying. But let's not forget, they also believed that her child was the offspring of a rock star. But if they didn't believe it, they just swept it under the rug instead of calling Sin out for all of her shit that she's done. All those red flags, and nobody could spot one. Yeah, I don't have no problem with Sin being outed. I don't have no problem at all. No, he didn't die, bombshell. Sin lied. She has allegedly, I don't even know what's true and what's false anymore. Because I'm not going to pick up the phone and call Sin's family to find out the truth. But allegedly, she has a severely handicapped child, which even Randy was questioning herself over there on that one when she said, "Don't you think it's strange that you've never heard Dan's voice when you're on the phone with Sin?" This is all now just now clicking with Randy. You know, that 11 mil didn't go through. She don't remember the 9 million. Totally. She just has no, it's her menopause. Rainey doesn't remember the whole 9 million deal with Bam Bam because, well, she has menopause. I don't know. I don't know, guys. I was letting them have their fun. You know, I was letting them have their fun until Randy got on there and started with, "Well, I don't even feel safe." And people in the chat, fucking Nat Chloe. Can we all quit talking about Sin after this? Because, hey, Caslin, because it's hurting other innocent people. Fuck off, Nat Chloe. Fuck all the way off. Are you going through the change too, Nat Chloe? Because your hair is looking mighty fucking nappy. Hey, Janie. You know, I listened to Hopi stream. I listened to Bam Bam's first stream. But I'm sorry. I'm not going to have sympathy for Randy, who knew about this fuck shit when it happened to Bam Bam years ago. Hey, Angie. Nat Chloe rocks the Jared Leto look, let's be honest. Nat Chloe's a Nat Clown. Or Nacho, right, Laura? When they were on panel saying it's not okay to talk on Randy's kids, I cringe, considering that they were cool with what Natasha. Exactly, Lolo. They were cool with what Natasha Cooper did to my son. And the more I listened, the more pissed off I got. I thought, fuck all of you fake fucks. And Natasha, Bam Bam. Natasha keeps saying, after what Sin said to me on my panel. Do you know what Sin said to Natasha? Let me put out the big cardinal sin of fucking psycho Sin when it comes to Natasha Cooper. She compared her to me. Now, if anybody should be offended, it's me, not Natasha. Yeah, delete anything that is said against Natasha. Well, okay, Randy. Next week, when she's sitting over there telling her subs and her mods how hurt she is, because she sees them in your chat and it just hurts her heart. It just breaks her pea picking little heart because her subs and her mods are in your chat, and your chat don't like Natasha, but they can't speak on it because you have officially become a fucking hug box, Randouche. Y'all can come in here and say the nastiest shit you want. about anybody else on this platform, but don't you dare talk bad about Natasha. Any bad comments about Natasha will be deleted immediately. Exactly. They invented the HUD box. Oh, but they have an open chat. I don't know, D. It wasn't Bon Jovi's son. It was Joe, what's his name? Part of Def Leppard. Cosmic. I don't give a fuck. Harley had the balls to say, "Oh, you won't talk. You won't go up against Natasha Cooper. Fuck you, Hartley. Yo, run down fucking lesbian can't get laid." That's right. I said it. And you know why I said it? Because number one, it's true, and number two, you don't have a problem going at people's sexuality, Hartley. It just sucks when somebody comes at yours, doesn't it? Fly that flag, Veruca. So Harley can just sit all the way fucking down. Fucking 60-year-old fucking woman making cartoon videos about people she doesn't like on YouTube. Ooh. I love Veruca. Dildos for everybody. Sorry, I threw mine away that was under the couch back in what? I don't even 2000. I think we ought to have a dildo giveaway. That's true, Veruca. What's not to love? You are amazing. Everybody wants to sit over and say, wonder how long it's been since truth has been laid. Well, wonder, you know what I don't do? I'll tell you what I don't do. I don't sit around and wonder how long it's been since any motherfucker on YouTube has gotten laid. That's what I don't do. So for y'all sitting around saying that, you're sick in the head. You're sick. You're sick in the head. Because let's face it, we know with the amount of time that y'all spend on YouTube and in your videos, you ain't getting a whole lot. So don't even pretend like you have a fucking life outside of this platform. Exactly, Speak Truth. Most people don't. But that's their big comeback to me. Wonder how long it's been since Truth ain't been laid since she was. And this is coming from somebody like fucking Starlight. You know, a bitch that crawls to her door. No, I didn't think about it. I'm just telling you the comeback that Hartley has for me, Beth. Beth, do you want a link? Because you're a real bitch. And I'm ready to have it out with a real bitch. So, do you want a link? I want, as a real bitch, I like to have it head to head with another real bitch, Beth. That's right, Caslin. Let's go bitch to bitch, Beth. Not you, Beth. I think it's another Beth. Beth Dutton. Stupid bitch comes to YouTube with her real fucking name. Now I understand why you defend the people you do there, Beth Dutton. Who is Beth White Knighting for? Fucking Hartley. Who shoved a carrot up my ass? That's real cute. Now you see me. How about you get blocked and now we don't? That's real cute that you're making fun of something like that. You're a real woman there. Well, then she can take her happy ass back to fucking Yellowstone. I don't know who. I don't know. She's fucking in here defending fucking Hartley. Fuck Hartley. Bitch ain't got nothing better to do than to sit on YouTube and make cartoon videos about people she don't like. Fuck her. Wants to go at fucking Mander and Hooker all the time over their sexuality. But she's sitting over there in the same fucking rainbow boat. Fuck off, Hartley. I don't think so either, profiling. I'm just over it. Like I said, I'm not going to sit here and well, she's in here defending Hartley and Caslin, and this is not the chat to be in defending Hartley. Put gum in her hair. Kindergarten rules. Kindergarten rules. No, I'm not fucking dumb, Grayson. The whole story behind the carrot was fucking revenge porn. So who's the fucking dumbass now, Grayson Jeffrey? Thoughts on Starlight being on Hormaxer's panel? I don't give a fuck. I'm so over that shit. Starlight is, I mean, she's just attracted to perverts. That's all there is to it. Starlight has a thing for perverts. Shut up, Kimmy. I ain't giving you no damn hug. I done told you, you got worms. When you got to scrape your butt across the floor like that, that means you got worms, girl. You go get dewormed, I'll think about giving you a hug. Kindergarten rules. Star Maxer. Yeah, she even took his last name. uh yeah, let her love her little perverts. Who cares? Nobody cares who gets drug and yes, Kimmy P has worms. She has to scrape her butt across the carpet. And I told her if she got dewormed, I'd give her a hug. I told her that the other day when she was trolling me. I really don't have big beef with Kimmy P. I really don't. And she can troll all she fucking wants. But a grown woman scooting her ass across the carpet on a live stream is, you know, how my hernia is a big joke. Well, so is Kimmy P's worms. That's right, Blank Slate. Sometimes you just need an anal expression. Yes, Kimmy is here, Cosmic. Ash, don't let him listen to me. Stop it. This is not for children. See, Kimmy just came in with her puppy dog emojis. Kimmy P, we're going to start calling you Susan. Unblock us, Kimmy P. Ash, I can't promise that I'm not going to cuss. So don't let your nieces listen to it. Ooh, Caslin. Put tape on your anus every 4 hours. It'll be okay. Ugh. Right. Earbuds, headphones, something. All right, Tria, I got to give you another rundown. Kimmy came in here to troll me and wants a hug. Kimmy P. And I told her I wouldn't hug her until she got dewormed because she scrapes her butt across the carpet. Poor old Artria. She just dips out for a second, misses it all. Right, Rostog? What Nat Chloe wouldn't give to be Kimmy's carpet. To even sniff it. Rich Life said that's what he does to catch his worms. Ooh, Caslin. Okay. I used to watch Rich Life just for shits and giggles, but I don't. Well, there you go. There's the rundown, Artria. Don't let your nieces grow up to be streamers. Artria says, "Hi, everyone. Sorry I'm on my phone. You're not old, Artria. Shit. I believe you, Caslin. There are people on here I do believe, but I don't believe Randy. And I don't believe One Wind. And anytime anything comes out from behind the scenes, just like with Diane, it only comes out because they get backed into a fucking corner. Now, I have never said that they were scammers because I really don't believe that they took any money that Diane stole from those kids. But they took gifts. Jonathan, what religion is Randy? I'm Catholic. Fuck Jonathan. I don't know what her religion is. Caslin, I never believe Randy. She lies and she's stupid. Well, let's just say people are catching on to her lies and her stupidity. Because now her psycho sister, Sin, is the talk of the town. Cluster B is her religion. Hello, Mike. Fuck them all, Mike. Fuck them. Fuck them. Feed them fish. Fuck them and feed them fish. I don't give a fuck. They don't give a damn about other people's families on here. Why should anybody give a damn about theirs? People's kids being accused of murder and having meth in their fucking system and everything else. What? We didn't hear that. We didn't see that, but they fucking hear and see everything else on this fucking platform. Give me a break. Natasha Cooper doxed the shit out of Tracy's son. We don't agree with it, but we'll sure rub elbows with her. So like I said, Bam Bam's World, you just made a friend of me for life. Because if you cross that woman, that son you're so proud of, and you have every right to be, will be drugged for filth. Okay, Jonathan, enjoy your dinner. Oh, it's fish heads. I thought it was just fish. Okay, fish heads, whatever. They should do a St. Jude fundraiser to deflect from. I've raised more money for fucking St. Jude on here than Randy or Wendy ever have. Exactly. They see it. They know what's been said. They just fucking lie and make excuses for it. Exactly. And people are catching on to the bullshit, which is why now they have to come forward before it bites them in the ass. And again, I have never thought that Randy or One Win was part of the St. Jude scam. They just got a lot of gifts. Gifts that, according to one fuckaton, she couldn't even bring herself to open, that they were sitting in her basement as of a year ago. Raised more money for St. Jude than Diane did. Oh, man. Right. Why should we? Why should we care? Listen, y'all, Randy's just the fall guy again. And watch out, Jim's a coming for you, Sin. Well, I hope he's on that little mini bike. Because that's just the cutest thing. I don't know, Artria. Just quit your job and join YouTube. So that's what Randy did. Which I really don't give two fucks about either. I mean, never was a big Wendy's fan, anyways. The day this platform just folds, I'm sorry, but guess who won't be affected by it? That'd be me. That'd be people like Artria. That'd be people like Steph, Cosmic, people who don't depend on their living on this fucking platform. But Randy even said it in a way that somehow or another you're supposed to, she kind of made you feel sorry for her. This is how I make my money now. This is what I do to make my money. Is I'm on YouTube. I'm on YouTube dragging people for filth. That's how I make my money now. Wonder what job category that falls under. Entertainer? Nah, she's not funny. Oh yeah, let's not forget old Fod. How she believed in Fod. Anybody talk shit about Fod until Fod turned on her, and then all of a sudden, it was a big fucking deal. Y'all leave Fod alone. Daria, I heard you in there trying to make sense of what was going on. But of course, people were so touchy feely that they couldn't handle you, Daria. They couldn't handle common fucking sense. Because you weren't in there saying, poor Randy needs protection from Psycho Sin, her sister. I didn't even touch the money, Lolo. I dropped the St. Jude link. I didn't even want I didn't even want to touch it. Didn't have any reason to touch it. That whole live stream was put together for money for St. Jude. There was no reason for it to ever touch my hands. And if you donated, you got an email or something, a recognition from St. Jude. That's how it went down. Right. Fod had Randy crying just as much as Sin. Was Fod your psycho sister too, Randy? I don't think you're in danger, Randy. I don't believe it at all. I don't believe you're going to come home and find a bunny boiling on your stovetop. Unless you keep running your mouth about that psycho bitch, and then you might have a problem. I don't know. I don't know how crazy she is. You do, though. And you known for a while. But you chose to overlook it. You didn't give a fuck who else she might hurt. Yeah, sorry, Tria. You didn't give a fuck who Sin might be behind the scenes fucking with. And apparently, there's several have come forward. But you didn't care. You overlooked it. The one thing they have to worry about is DM drops. I'll be front and fucking row center. I can't have no popcorn. It hurts my hernia. Because I don't care. I cannot continue to give a fuck about people who don't give a fuck about people. Good night, Artria. Have a good one. It's still really early, Artria, for you. Are you still at work? Girl. People I disliked. I still had a heart for them when something happened bad, when somebody went after their kids or went after their parenting or whatever. I don't give a fuck anymore. Why should anybody? There's no rules in the DC anymore. And you know what? I really, really got a kick out of Yaba going in there the other day and fucking putting Randy in her place. All right, have fun with your nieces, Ash. Hello, monkey's mama. I don't care anymore. You know, when that troll came in here, and one fuckaton even admitted that she didn't think that I meant to pin that comment. But then she took that back and says, "What? Now listen, I still got the live where she says, well, I don't think Truth meant to pin that comment. I think she was trying to delete it, which is the truth." When Randy's psycho sister came in here and said that ugly shit about Starlight and her kids. And one fuckaton said, I don't think Tracy meant to. And I didn't. I was trying to delete it. But they were blaming Thank You Next back then. They wanted to push her over the edge. See, all we hear is Rain. You're gonna push Randy over the edge. Can't you all? Don't you all see? I'm going through it. I'm just going through it. You don't give a fuck who you all push over the edge. Do you give a fuck that you might have pushed Tiffany Marie over the edge? No, you don't. It only hurts when it happens to you, ladies. And if you're going to be selfish fucking pigs, then expect to get it in return. Exactly, profiling. Two real lifers on a panel, but they don't go real life. Preach it, Monkey's mama, preach it. Which I'll give it to NC. She said, give me the information, I'll dox it. And they probably got, NC probably got the information passed over to her. Well, maybe not. Because Randy probably is worried what Sin might have to say. So Randy went ahead and dropped a couple truth bombs today. Okay, I'm just going to put it out there. Sin helped me when my daughter was in a pickle, and me and Jim was helping her. And Sin helped me. There you go, Sin. I put it out there. I doubt that's all, Randy. It was such a fucked up panel, Daria. No, no one said a thing when NC said it. No. Chicken curry soup. I did, KB. I had fun. It's always good to go to the mountains. Mountains is God's country. You just feel closer to God up there. No, I don't know Bam, Lisa Jones. I don't know her. I've heard of her. Never followed her. But she's right in the midst of it now. Wendy's always giddy up there. And Wendy's always giddy on panel when there's something gross being discussed. She just gets happy when there's we need Mandy Bell to come back. I don't think so. Mandy Bell's pretty much moving on with her life, I'm pretty sure. But we might as well have Diane back. Why not? Come on back, Diane. Sin has taken the spotlight. But no, one fuck a ton always gets happy when there's fuck shit going on. She gets giddy over it. Hey, Amber K. Yeah, Diane and Sin, they can be new ladies' night. We'll call it Black Pepper and Psycho Sin. I don't know. But Randy's in fear of her life. You all. She doesn't feel safe because she knew she was giving her personal information to her psycho sister. She knew a long time ago that she was sharing her personal life with her psycho sister. But now it's time to worry. And then when she read off that fucking cease and desist, I swear to God, my belly started hurting so bad. I laughed so fucking hard. Well, she got no right to bring Randy's children into this. While Randy's sitting there dragging the dog shit out of Sin's kids. Even admitting that she called one of them. I know, Daria. It's a hug box over there. They say they run an open chat. No, they don't. No, they don't. Rainey made that perfectly clear today. Because if you had one bad thing to say about Natasha, it was to be erased immediately. And the funny thing is most of Randy's fucking chat can't stand Natasha and made it clear a few weeks ago. And Natasha called him out for it. But we all know what goes along with Natasha, don't we? What goes along with Natasha? Can anybody guess? Supporters who send the big donos. Natasha can put up a fund of $500 and have it cleared in one live stream. Randy's trying to learn. Randy's doing some ciphering right now, y'all. Right, Mike. Randy has to be using NC. She is. She's using her for her subs. I know. Natasha said she would never be back in Randy's channel. I'll never go over there again after the way I was treated. No, Randy ain't letting go of NC. Fuck no. And what's really going to be funny is when NC figures it out and goes for Randy's fucking throat. That's going to be the funny thing. Block them. Block them. Hard block them. When NC figures out what Randy's doing, get you some nudes of Coop, then use them against her. I have no idea where that website is. I don't even know what that website's supposed to be about. But you know what? I don't even have a problem with Natasha collecting money for the website. I don't even give a fuck. If people are so stupid, they want to keep throwing money at Natasha for things they don't get back in return. She inserted herself, Lacey, because Sin said the most awfulest thing to her. Sin compared her to me. Natasha up there saying, well, to Bam Bam's world, well, after what she said about me on what she said to me on my panel, I just couldn't forgive her. But she almost had me with her sad psycho email because I care so much about children with disabilities and diseases. And them four motherfuckers over there kept a straight face. Knowing what she just did to Gannon Stout. Never mind my son. She cares so much about children that I'm going to charge $3 for y'all to sneak a peek at this poor baby's mutilated body laying on the autopsy table while I take my pointer and point out each and every wound. And then I'm going to tell his parents to go fuck themselves because they got a problem with what I'm doing. All of that for the low price of $3. But the moral authority of YouTube. And don't you say you're not one fucking ton, because you went on Dr. Phil to save the DC community. You made yourself the moral authority. It's crazy. It's insanity. It's total fucking insanity on here. Why do people think I'm the moral authority? Now, this is one fucking ton. Why do people seem to think I'm the moral authority? Well, let's see. You preached about, for how many years now have we heard? You don't support doxers. Yeah, you do. You don't support real lifers. Yeah, you do. You don't support racists. Yeah, you do. And you went on Dr. Phil over YouTube because you had to save the DC from the crazy, truthfully, Trisha. Well, the funny thing is Dr. Phil thought you was as big a fucking nut as truthfully Trisha. So when you're playing that clip of Sean with Dr. Phil telling him to sit down and shut up or whatever, play the clip where Dr. Phil looks at you like you got 3 motherfucking heads one fucking time. Steph, there was no apology. Her apology was not to Tiffany Marie, was not to another woman, not about the snowball that they've created. Her apology was, and I can damn near quote it word for word, is I'm sorry if I offended any of you all. Yes, Caslin. I think it's going to lead right back to Brooks. Yep. Because remember that name came up that dude's dad called during that interrogation. That was no apology. That was saying, I won't even say what it was really about, but pretty much that was saying, I don't want people to think that I'm all about revenge porn. But fuck you, Tiffany Marie. See, you could have just said fuck you, Tiffany Marie. You could have called her a scammer over the $1,500 check, but you didn't go there, did you? One fucking time. You went there over her body, right, Steph? She offended the fuck out of Steph. Not even 1 week after Steph had to fly across the country to take a stand against what one fucking ton was laughing about. And then her apology was not even to Tiffany Marie. It was to the people who thought maybe one fucking ton was okay with revenge porn. Whatever they did, they support anybody that benefits them on this platform. You're right, Amber K. Some things never change. It's just Psycho Sins week. And what did Thank You Next get out of all of this? Well, I would like to talk to Thank You. Why would Thank You Next want to talk to you two bitches? Well, Steph, she didn't apologize to Tiffany Marie. She apologized for her behavior. Yes, Tay, I'm gay. You want to sack me? Want to give me a little Tay? You need my dress? Just go get it from Hello Starlight or Natasha Cooper or Alicia. So, yes, Tay, I'm gay. Come and get you some, baby. Jesus Christ. And I never say those two words. I usually say cheese and rice. Tay, you gay? Like that has anything to do with what I'm talking about. And the only reason I called Hartley out about it is because she doesn't have any problem going at other gay women. Well, I mean, what do you do with that? Profiling? What do you do with the troll that comes in with the name Tay and says, you gay? Yes, I am. Come and slap it on me, baby. Fucking idiots, man. I mean, really, what do you do with that? Come on in. What does Hartley know about that stuff? She was a young woman in 1943. I have asked Hartley time and time and time again to leave me the fuck alone, and she won't. So I don't give a fuck anymore. I've told her I've asked her nicely, and she doesn't do it. So fuck off, Hartley. You old wrinkled up fucking snatch bag. That's right, Caslin. See, the thing is, if Harley was shut up about me, I wouldn't even think twice about that old bitch. But, I mean, she's a grown ass fucking woman who's got nothing better to do than to sit on YouTube and make cartoons. So, you think Hartley has a crush on me? No, no thanks. I'd rather do Tay. I'll take Tay any day. Like I said, I've kept quiet. I've watched, I didn't get to see a lot over the weekend because my signal was iffy. And I was with family. So, we had to do some cocktails and gambling and sightseeing and bear hunting and nut dodging. But what I have seen, I don't think so, Shelby. If she does, she's undercover. Hey, Don Marie. Oh, the mountains are great. Like I said, other than dodging those fucking hellacious nuts coming down out of that tree. Right, today's the day. Come and get you some. I'm giving it out for free. I done offered it to Tay, but I'm not offering it for free to Hartley. It's not happening. Caslin, there was this tree over the deck of this cabin up in the mountains. And there were these nuts that was falling from it. Now, my brother said they were either bitter hickories or bitter uh, hickories or something else. Oh, fuck, not Buckeyes. Either way, we're just going to call it bitter hickory. And he said bitter because they taste bitter, according to him. I said, why are you calling that tree bitter? Hadn't said a fucking word to us. But he said that's what they're called, is bitter hickories. I don't know. I'm not a tree expert. But either way, it was hanging over the deck and it's dropping these nuts. And these things are like, I mean, they are projectiles. They're dropping in the hot tub. They're bouncing off the glass table. They're hitting you in the head. Now, you get a warning in the cabin. You know, a mama bear and her cubs have been spotted. Be careful. Don't leave garbage out. You know, all these rules. No, these are real nuts. Yeah, I mean, it was nut dodging. But we got my sister pretty good. Because she's just getting a big kick out of these fucking nuts falling out of this tree, okay? I mean, you could step on them and roll a heel. I mean, or roll an ankle or something. But my sister is getting a real kick out of these nuts falling out of this tree, okay? So she's taking them and putting them in people's drinks. And if you're drinking out of a cup and you're drinking something dark, you couldn't see them. So while she was in the house and half loaded, or in the cabin and half loaded, um, my brother and my nephew, come up with the plan. I said, hey, nephew, pistol packing grand. I said, hey, act like you're, because she had put some down in his drink and didn't think he knew it. I said, take a drink of your drink and act like you're choking on one of those nuts. So he's in the hot tub. My brother's sitting on a chair on the deck. I'm on the chair. My sister comes out. Like I said, she got a little buzz going on. She sits down in her chair, and all of a sudden, my nephew, no, they're not black. They're like a yellowish color. And they have the little caps on them, like the little hats some nuts have on them. Oh, I'm definitely keeping up with the Bardstown thing. But I think, yes, that's what my brother called them, bitter nuts. Yes, moderator, that's exactly what and my brother has a little bit of Yule Gibbons in him. So I believed him. So my nephew takes a drink of his drink. He has a nut in his mouth, a bitter nut, a fucking nut from a tree, not an actual nut. Yeah, like acorns. They have the little caps on them, like acorns. So he pretends he's choking. My sister starts freaking out. My brother jumps up and pretends to give him the Heimlich. Yes, moderator. Tannish, light tan, brown. Yes. And I got the video, and my nephew, I don't want to say his name. I don't know how I feel about that whole Delphi shit, blank slate. But so my brother is pretending to give him the Heimlich. My sister's freaking out. My nephew blows this nut out of his mouth that bounces in my sister's lap. And I mean, I am fucking rolling. And my sister, she got so mad. She was like, you fuckers. You fuckers. I mean, she was almost in tears thinking that our nephew was choking on this nut. But she had to be taught a lesson to quit putting the nuts in people's glasses. And she learned real quick. But yeah, it was fun. We had a good time. She was freaking. And when my brother squeezed my nephew's chest and he blew that nut clean over onto my sister, Come visit me, Tracy, if you want to interview Crystal and Jason kids. They basically live with me. Are you kidding, Caslin? We are. We are a bunch of nuts. Hold on, choking on nuts. I'm kind of interested. You have to be kind and rewind, Caslin. I think those nuts are called D's nuts. Right, Mr. Cardinal. That nut come flying out of his mouth and basically pinged off my sister's chair. And we're all starting to, we all bust out laughing. And she's close to tears. But you know what? She didn't put any more nuts in anybody's drink. Well, I didn't know that the family practically lived with Caslin. Caslin, I pray to God they get their answers soon. And I believe once they get their answers about Crystal, they're going to get their answers about Tommy. They're going to get their answers about that officer that was sniped in the middle of that highway. And I don't know about the woman and her daughter. I don't know that it goes that far. But I'm going to jump off here. I'm going to dig in more, Caslin, um, because me and my other sister in law, that's the first thing I said to her. Did you see they made an arrest? They're going to come back. It's going to lead to fucking Brooks. Watch. And it will. It's not a coincidence. My nephew dates Crystal's daughter, and Jason Ellis' youngest son is be. Wow, Caslin. I knew you were close to the case, not only because of your location, but because I knew you knew somebody, but I didn't know you knew them like that. Well, God bless them, Caslin. All right, Mike. Have a good night. Get your mowing done. But yeah, this is all. They're going to get their answers. Yes, he did, Christy A. And I am so happy for them. And I hope Crystal's mama gets to be a part of that little boy's life. The mom and daughter were separate. I'm kind of thinking that too, moderator. I just can't make it stretch that far. I can kind of like, okay, Crystal, okay, Tommy, because even the cop that lost his life, Ellis. You got to remember, Brooks's brother was on the police force and got overlooked for a promotion that Ellis got. And I think Ellis was going to be competition. They had to take him out. I'm glad they're getting answers too. It's been a long time coming. So, Caslin, when you talk to them, please tell them that they have a lot of supporters out here. I want Sherry to see that little boy. There was no reason for her to lose visitation rights to that baby. All Sherry ever did was what answers about her daughter's disappearance and the killing of her husband. And I'm praying for Sherry. I'm praying for the whole freaking family that they get their answers. It's not going to bring Crystal back. And it's not going to bring Tommy back. And it's not going to bring Officer Ellis back. But those people need answers. And that son of a bitch needs to be behind bars. So, all right, Castle, I might hit you up in the DMs or something. I don't know. But I'm jumping off here. I'm going to clean up the supper dishes and wait for my dragon from NC or Randouche or fuck a one ton And I don't care. Drag me. Drag me all you fucking want. Because I ain't doing nothing but sitting over here telling the truth. That's it. And you guys don't like it. Your lips to God's ears. So y'all enjoy your evening. I hope you had a good weekend. I had a great weekend. I'm still really tired. Lot of walking. I mean, lot of walking. Um, but a good time nonetheless. So, hey guys, guess what? I'll see you around the tubes.